Now, DeWanna Bonner, all right, she has come out. She's also made
just feeding off her energy and her will to win. She wants to win, and that's been really fun. And getting to, run around with her is definitely better than chasing her around.
DeWanna Bonner just revealed something shocking about Caitlin Clark that left everyone, even Caitlin, stunned. I mean, we're talking about fierce rivals on the court who used to compete as if it were a game of who is the true MVP, but now DeWanna has a completely different perspective on her teammate. Curious? Let's get started on this unexpected plot twist.
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner. Both of them have made comments about the upcoming WNBA season, and we all know, once they assembled this roster, the pressure was going to begin to build. It's already...
Caitlin Clark is a force of nature, a tornado disguised in a basketball uniform, who lights up the court with three-pointers that challenge your understanding of physics and, let's face it, what if basketball had a crown? Apparently, the one person who used to stand in her way on the court, DeWanna Bonner, is now on her side. This is the most intriguing plot twist of the century. Caitlin would wear it like a queen of the court, complete with an arm full of MVP trophies and a golden scepter made out of sheer skill.
After the game, she was asked about it after the game, and I thought her comments were telling because it's the kind of thing you want to hear from this team as they grow.
Let's take a moment to discuss DeWanna Bonner. She is a wise veteran who has seen it all. She has competed against the best and won. Back in the day, Bonner was one of those players who would have likely given Caitlin a run for her money. If we're talking about unapologetic fierceness in the basketball world, DeWanna is right up there. For a long time, they were rivals, and to be honest, it was like watching two lions fight for the last piece of meat at the Savannah buffet.
Obviously, that's like zero tolerance for that, There's no need. I think people sometimes fail to realize that we have a life outside of basketball, and we are human. So be fans, first of all, That's what we're here to put on the show for you to enjoy. And we enjoy. This is what we love to do. So don't make it, about that. Don't make it miserable for us to play that. Don't make it to where we're dreading to go out there and put on the best show for you. So it's something that I think our organization, our team, and our locker room stick together and, stand up for. And we're going to continue to do that. And we enjoy this game, so we want to keep it that way. And I feel like we're going to continue to speak up on that.
Yeah, I think exactly what DB said. I appreciate Kathy and the league doing that. I think also our organization has done a tremendous job of getting out in front of those things too. Coach White has done a tremendous job. So I think keeping our locker room tight, but like DB said, there's no tolerance for that.
Well, let's return to Eliza.
Hi, this is Eliza from the fashion publication Who What Wear. Thank you all for your time. This is for Caitlin.
However, things are different now because it seems like DeWanna Bonner's new reality is like a redemption story from a sports movie. You know how Rocky went from punching meat to having his own montage where he's throwing haymakers like it's no big deal? That's DeWanna, and all of her haymakers are solid passes, contested shots, and blocks that will make you question why you ever doubted her in the first place. This is someone who had to fight with Caitlin previously, and now, in a plot twist, she's the one celebrating Caitlin's victories. Discuss a 180-degree turn.
Compared to what you are used to.
Oh man, yeah, totally different atmosphere. The support here has been just phenomenal. I really can't go anywhere. I've been here like a week and a half, and everywhere I go, it's just like, we're excited for the season. Thank you for being here. So it's been really, really refreshing, and I'm just happy to be here.
In a political conflict, Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner were once like two opposing groups that couldn't stand one another on the court. In a metaphorical sense, basketball is like politics, as the players are like senators with their aggressive and gritty hustle for the ball. With both players at the top of their game, Caitlin Clark and the season-composed DeWanna Bonner made each other sweat like it was an Olympic event. It was furious and vicious, just like basketball fans love, and suddenly it was like some sort of magical sports fairy. DeWanna Bonner, who likely had nightmares about Caitlin shooting 40-foot shots in her face, decided to hitch her wagon to Caitlin's star after she thought that perhaps she didn't need to compete against Caitlin any longer. Perhaps they could form an unstoppable duo.
You notice is DeWanna Bonner had her back immediately. DeWanna Bonner backup came right to her defense, and this is another player who the Fever have added that is going to bring support around their stars. You see Bonner saying, "Nah, what are you doing right there?" Getting right in her face. This is not something that the Fever had in the locker room.
Their teammates and folks, if you're not completely losing your mind over this, then I don't know what to tell you. It's like watching the villain from your favorite childhood cartoon team up with a hero, like when Skier from Doug and Roger Klotz finally realized they didn't need to fight anymore and could just hang out shooting hoops and causing chaos. Okay, maybe not the best comparison, but you get what I mean. It's legendary. It's the sports equivalent of Michael Jordan and LeBron James showing up to play for the same team. Can you imagine? And here's the kicker: Dana Bonner, who once probably thought Caitlyn was this invincible whirlwind player that you could only defeat with a series of expertly executed strategies and good old-fashioned grit, is now standing beside her. It's like watching a former adversary suddenly becoming your biggest cheerleader. You can almost hear the dramatic, heartwarming soundtrack playing in the background as Dana talks about how she's so glad to be on Caitlyn's side now.
About the experience, the champions that have been added to this bunch.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what everybody talked about when we were in the playoffs last year of, we really didn't have much experience at all playing in playoff games. I don't know what the exact number was, but we really lacked in that area. So just adding pieces of, players that have been in this league, they know what it takes to win. They know what it takes to get to the finals. They know what it takes to win championships. I think is exactly what we needed in our locker room. So it's just exciting, but also they're not only really good basketball players, they're really great leaders and really great people.
However, we really can't knock it. In what seemed like the time it took for Caitlyn Clark to make a three-pointer from half court, Dana changed her tone from "I'm out to defeat you" to "I'm so glad we're on the same team." And you know what? This is the motivation we need. After all, who doesn't enjoy a redemption story? When things get tough, Dana is there to support her girl. It's like the ultimate plot twist we didn't see coming. I can almost hear the dramatic music playing in the background as she sheds her former persona as a fierce competitor and transforms into the supportive teammate we didn't know we needed. Dana is the good guy, the underdog, the rival-turned-teammate who now gives Caitlyn the moral support she needs to take over the world, or at least the basketball court. The plot is similar to that of a sports film, but it's true and taking place in front of our eyes.
I don't know if I even really realized yet because I haven't played in front of it, so I'm excited to get a little bit of a taste on Saturday, but I can only imagine how the first game is going to be. Playing here as an opponent, it's hard to play here. They get loud, they get crazy. Last year in Connecticut, we just kept saying, we know we can't take this thing back to Indiana. We got to finish it at home because it was going to be insane. So I'm excited to be a part of it and them cheering for me for once instead of against.
Come on, we all enjoy watching that transition, don't we? The fierce rival who used to scout from the opposing bench is now the first to applaud you, clapping as if it were a championship game. You can almost feel the energy shift when the two of them sync up, and suddenly it's not just about individual glory, but about shared success, teamwork, and winning together. That's the kind of vibe that makes you want to cheer for the underdog-turned-hero every time they take the court, because that's what makes basketball so amazing, right? It's not just about the points you score or the spectacular dunks you pull off, but let's face it, we all live for those moments. It's about the interactions that take place off the court, the ones that give you the impression that perhaps basketball players aren't just athletes but also part-time soap opera stars, and how you go from being bitter rivals to supporting one another like a two-person wrestling tag team where each member brings their own strengths and weaknesses to the ring.
Obviously, Caitlyn, so what's it been like just building that relationship with you two? I saw you kind of messing around with each other on the court, so it looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. She's such a dynamic player. She does a lot for this team, and we understand that. So I think everybody here just want to make her life easier, and she wants to make everybody else's life easier. So just putting all the pieces together that we can see as we're on, every level of the court, not just with Caitlyn this year. So I'm just ready to put it all together, and it's so crazy because we got 4 days to play a preseason game, so I think we got to put it together.
And if Caitlyn Clark and Dana Bond are the main characters in this soap opera, then I'll watch all 25 seasons because it's really amazing to watch these two play together. It's not just basketball, it's a drama playing out in front of our eyes, a story of development and change, and some really thrilling moments. Consider it. What began as intense rivalry has evolved into an unforgettable alliance, and competitors on the court have united to form an unbeatable force by fusing their personalities and talents in ways we never anticipated. Their synergy is like a well-written story twist where the tension and rivalry build until everything clicks, but instead of rescuing the world, they're destroying any idea of what's possible in the game. It's like witnessing two heroes from separate stories link up for the ultimate battle. Epic battles have evolved into even more epic partnerships, and it's evident from every pass, shot, and defensive stop that they are more than just teammates. They are redefining what it means to collaborate. If their journey together continues in this manner, I will gladly binge-watch every second.
I can be more excited to step on the court with Caitlin. We actually had a great workout this morning, and I think we just feed well off each other. So I'm just here to hopefully, give my little leadership advice. I don't feel like I need to push her to be any type of player that she isn't already is.
Dana and Caitlin, what a pair, seriously. When you think about how their dynamic has shifted, it's almost comical. At one point, these two were out there trying to outplay each other, fighting for the ball, and practically foaming at the mouth to one-up each other. If there was ever a rivalry that could rival the intensity of a championship game, it was theirs. They were like the basketball version of frenemies, each one battling for the spotlight while secretly plotting to steal each other's lunch. Metaphorically, of course, but here's the thing about basketball, it's a game of constant evolution, and somewhere along the way Caitlin and Dana realized something huge: why fight for the glory when you can join forces and completely dominate the court together. One minute they're bickering for the ball, like it's the last donut at a team breakfast, and the next they're passing it back and forth like they've been best friends since grade school. It's as though they've unlocked some sort of basketball zen, this mystical state where rivalry takes a backseat to mutual respect and collaboration.
What excites you the most about this team that you're going to be joining?
I mean, they have dynamic pieces in CC and Kelsey Mitchell and AB, Lexi Hall. I mean, they have a great core, so why not just add to that and try to, take us to...
This change is comparable to a basketball epiphany. You can have someone who not only supports you, but also improves your game in ways you never imagined possible in a team sport. With her deadly scoring and game-changing abilities, Caitlin Clark has always been a formidable force in the game. But now that she is one of the most seasoned and talented players in the league, DeWanna Bonner by her side, let's just say that other teams had better hope for a miracle when those two are on the same court. Caitlin was once unstoppable, no question about it. But with Dana in her corner, the league might as well start thanking her for their wonderful times together. These two are a complete nightmare. Although Caitlin is already well known for her ankle-breaking skills, she now has a partner who can match her passion and give the attacking approach a completely different angle. They now use the court as their playground, so good luck attempting to stop them.
Provide the knowledge and explain playoffs to them a little bit better so we can be better prepared and don't get punched.
If this is even a small taste of what's to come, I don't know about you, but I'm already counting down the days until they're winning every game by 40 points. Good luck, everyone else. It will take more than divine intervention to overcome this dynamic duo. They're more than just teammates. They're a force of nature. You're aware that the other teams in the league are most likely already examining their schedules and wondering how they will manage to play a season with Caitlin and Dana on the same squad. It's like a real-life superhero movie, with everyone else just trying to keep up. But spoiler alert, picture the scene where opposing teams arrive for their matchups already sweating profusely as they mentally prepare for a beatdown that could make even the most seasoned pros rethink their careers. Yes, they are the basketball equivalent of the Avengers, and let's just say the rest of the WNBA are stuck playing the role of Thanos without any cool superpowers or fancy gadgets.
I retire, she can pass that along, to other players. Coming to this league was not easy by any means, and especially her path, but to see what she's already done for this league and in this organization is kind of insane. You don't see that a lot.
In conclusion, DeWanna Bonner and Caitlin Clark recently experienced one of the most astounding storylines in sports history. Imagine this rivalry turning into an alliance where two formidable players put aside their egos and work together to achieve a common objective. Two furious rivals, each with their own legacy, have somehow converted the game into an epic soap opera. It's similar to witnessing a redemption story play out in real time, but with less drama and more dunks. Really, who needs HBO or Netflix? Max, there is no question that these two are set to dominate the court in a way we have never seen before, whether it is due to their strategic minds, unrivaled skill sets, or sheer determination. The WNBA has given us all the thrilling plot twists and dramatic highs we could ever want. As spectators, we get to sit back and watch it all unfold. Forget about the staged drama. This is the real deal. Clark's three-point skill and Bonner's seasoned leadership could be the most deadly combination the WNBA has ever seen. Their collaboration will go down in basketball history. DeWanna Bonner and Caitlin Clark will soon demonstrate what occurs when genuine rivals unite.